everyone, I am Mecha Random 42. You might also know me as Random Game User 42. We have some breaking news today involving Star Trek Discovery news-ish. Well, it's CBS news, so it's kind of related to Discovery. We're just gonna go ahead and take a look at the article over here. Boop! This is from Deadline Hollywood. Breaking news, Les Moonves out at CBS. And we kind of figured this much. We really kind of figured this much. Les Moonves, the end is truly nigh, and it won't be with a $100 million exit payout. Hopefully that's good. So this is by Dominic Patton, and Jade Hayes, and Don C. Chmielewski. I cannot pronounce the names. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your guys' names, but I want to give you guys credit over at Deadline Hollywood. Exclusive! With a new round of sexual assault allegations against Les Moonves being reported by The New Yorker today, the clock is ticking even faster and more furious in the final hours of the CBS CEO's reign. And when the end soon comes, it won't be with as rich a payout as expected. Good! He's already a rich asshole. Why does he need more money? In anticipation of an official announcement of Moonves' pink slip, and a resolution likely tomorrow to the bitter legal battle between CBS and the Redstone-dominated National Amusements, negotiations for the check the once all-powerful corner office pitchman will receive have now gone into a brand new and far less generous territory, we hear. Well, I would hope so. I mean, if you keep getting accused of, like, sexually assaulting women, I would hope they won't give you a golden parachute. The lawsuit stuff is basically wrapped up, but the $100 million being discussed last week for Leslie is off the table, an insider says. Good! Good! Board members are looking at these New Yorker claims, and there are now talks of him leaving for cause, which changes everything. Well, you think? I mean, you can't just get away with anything. You don't get fired and get a pat on the back for it, usually, except in Hollywood. Currently, in what is an extremely fluid and bumpy situation with legal and corporate potholes galore, we've learned that a figure around $25 million to $35 million is in play for the very well-compensated Moonves. See, that's already way more than this asshole deserves. He's got so much money. I have no sympathy to these people who are, like, richer than God and they lose all of their income. Like, I will never see that. I will never see $1 million in my lifetime. So who cares how much money you're gonna make? You got caught being an asshole and you deserve to go. Added to the increasingly bottoming out bottom line for Moonves is substantial information, as one corner office source termed it, with regard to the ongoing investigation into previously reported sexual misconduct by the CEO and within the culture at CBS. Having accelerated in the past 24 hours, the talks by the CBS independent board members, led former Viacom exec Bruce Gordon, are still aiming for the all-encompassing settlement, exclusively reported by Deadline last week. The move to end the lawsuit for corporate control and on the future of a possible merger with Viacom, as once advocated by CBS Vice Chair and NIA de facto boss Sherry Redstone, are now running parallel with the push towards the door for the damaged goods Moonves. You know, which is fine. I mean, my personal beef with him is he doesn't know the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek, and we're getting subpar Star Trek, but also, you know, don't go around sexually harassing employees. Duh! That's a given. Among other details in those, allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, I don't have any proof, but, you know, just don't do it in general. Good idea. Among other details in those overall talks, we hear that NIA maintains it will not investigate a renewal of the merger discussions. However, the NIA board will also not be opposed to other parties exploring the option of other possible sale prerogatives. Reps for CBS, its board, and NIA all had no comment today on the state of talks and Moonves' status. Well, I mean, he's leaving anyway, clearly. Whatever the final figure is in the exit deal, Moonves' contract compensation was lurching near $300 million when you factor in stock and other elements. That was a key component in the circumstances leading up to the spring lawsuit with NIA. NAI. I keep saying NIA. Why do I keep saying NIA? This is dyslexia. This is dyslexia for you. Please don't correct me in the comments. I saw it. I caught it. I got it. Thank you. It's dyslexia. That's all it is. I'm surprised I do this while reading these. Rejected by the Moonves-led CBS and its desires to merge with Viacom, the holding company and Sherry Redstone fretted that the sum of the CEO could command held them over a barrel. Could command held? command held them over a barrel in terms of succession, among other elements. Now that is simply paper on fire. To show how fast things are burning up, Moonves just re-upped his contract with CBS in May 2017, extending it through 2021. He had already been one of the top-paid CEOs in media, taking home $69.3 million in 2017, according to the SEC filings. Yeah, again, more money than I will ever see. He's a rich asshole. Get out. Stop working. $63 million. Retire. Live comfortably. What possibly do you need with more than like $10 million in your whole life? Last spring, as Moonves sparred with Sherry Redstone, there were reports of him being willing to be fired by the daughter of the once much feared Sumner Redstone. Oh, Lord. That would be funny. That scenario could have seen Moonves walk away with $280 million, depending on the performance of CBS stock, for being fired without cause. The question now, especially for shareholders, is what his takeaway will be if he's fired for cause. Well, I think they have enough to fire him for cause, at least for rumors, but, you know, whatever. I'm not an expert in the thing. I have a dog in the fight because of Star Trek. In CBS's annual proxy statement, the company lists two scenarios that appear to apply to the current Moonves situation: termination for cause or voluntary termination without good reason. Either one, according to the proxy, would not provide any cash or stock payment. Well, he's already a rich asshole. What does it matter? But Moonves has enlisted a veteran attorney, Daniel Petroselli, I'm probably saying your name wrong as well, to represent him. And his 2+ decades of service are unlikely to amount to zero in the end. Yeah, sad. Well, he already made millions and millions. Fuck him. He's already made millions. Fuck him. Wall Street has seemed to look favorably on the recent developments at CBS. I get hot-headed when it comes to money like that. I definitely get hot-headed when it comes to money like that. Moonves for years persuaded most of them, backed up by many solid financials, that the company was right on track. Sentiment had shifted slightly as the summer had worn on. CBS stock gained 3% on Thursday and again on Friday to end the week at $56.06, its highest level since late July. Before the New Yorker published its first damaging expose, one longtime media fund manager told Deadline, "People respect his legacy, but in terms of making money from here on out, they are ready to move on from less." Well, there's other people in the world. You don't need one freaking guy to run your entire network of television stuff. Michael Nathanson, one of the most respected media analysts on Wall Street, published a blog post late last week in which he called a likely Moonves exit a mixed outcome for CBS shareholders. He expects in the near term CBS stock will be range-bound, given National Amusement's level of control. We see no evidence that potentially new CBS management will be empowered to act independently to sell this company to the highest external bidder, he wrote. The $100 million figure payout that CBS board members were contemplating as recently as September 7th caused a declaration of outrage from the Time's Up organization. Les Moonves walking away with a $100 million settlement sends a message to survivors everywhere that powerful men can act without fear of consequence. The Hollywood group declared on Friday, suggesting the cash would be better spent on a legal defense fund. I actually agree with that, but he's already walked away with so much by being a rich CEO. I mean, seriously, $100 million is like... I mean, I'm sure these guys spend so much, and the cost of living in LA is really high, and they have this lifestyle that they're accustomed to. But seriously, if you can't live on your fucking salary at CBS for your what was it, $63 million a year, fuck you. Seriously, who the hell? I can't fathom that kind of money. Like, I've never made more than $11 in my life an hour. Like, fuck this guy. Sorry, this is just me being a poor white trash person making YouTube videos out of my office at home. Like, seriously. Today, Rachel Bloom, the star and co-creator of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, offered another blunt and burning response to the latest New Yorker article that could become a common chorus over the next few hours. Oh, so this is another person who's coming out against him. As an employee of CBS, I would just like to say that Les Moonves should be fired without getting a fucking dollar. Good on you, Rachel Bloom. Good on you, Rachel Bloom. And thank you for the use of the expletive. The actions described in this article are those of sexual assault, and shame on anyone else in the corporation who knew about his crimes. Well, not only that, I mean, how much money does this guy actually need? So, what do we think of this? What do we think of this article? Wooch! Yay! Get out of here! Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out, Les Moonves. I'm serious. I don't have a lot of sympathy for these people. They go around acting the way they do because they can. Because they can. And all they would have to do is to, like, destroy anybody's life is flag one YouTube channel and they would destroy a person's life. Fuck them! I'm sorry. You get what you have coming to you. So, I am okay with him leaving with nothing, and I think not only that, he should pay the entire back payment to anybody who would actually win the lawsuit against him if it does go to court, because, you know, it is a matter of power and money and going after these, like I said, these rich assholes. I don't have a better explanation for it. Like, it's just more rich assholes being rich and powerful, doing whatever the fuck they want with our fandoms, our franchises, our television, our entertainment, with their employees. Because they can fuck with us. And the same thing goes for people like Ryan Johnson, who can fuck with our franchises. The same thing goes for Alex Kurtzman, for all these people. They're making all this money to fuck with us. And I don't want to take that from these people. And I laugh from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my wicked, evil, little, jealous, envious heart, that, yeah, good, you're gonna get something bad that happens to you. And guess what? It probably won't even be that big of a deal. You know, you're staying out of probably stubborn spite because you can, because you're in power like this. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think. Is this good news? I think this is pretty good news. I will put this one probably on early access for Patreon. If I don't, I apologize. But, yeah, I do have a Patreon if you guys are seeing this on the regular channel. And I do have a Twitter, so please follow me on Twitter. I am very much more active there. And if YouTube notifications mess up, you can usually find my videos on Twitter. It does connect to my YouTube channel, and it tweets them out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you think he'll leave? Do you think this is, like, good news? Do you think this is just saving face? What do you guys think of this? I mean, do you think he's going to be hurt at all by this? I don't think he's going to be hurt at all by this, but one can hope. I mean, at least he won't be involved with, you know, the Star Trek stuff anymore. And not that he was super hands-on anyway, but we know that he's the one who didn't know the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek in the first place. And I think that's how a lot of our Star Trek woes and troubles have started, because people don't understand what Star Trek is. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye!